Welcome to Top Shelf Men. I'm Reese. Today, we're going to talk about the topic of not oversharing with your long-term relationship, girlfriend or wife, and why the term partner is not a proper word for any woman you're in a relationship with. Because as good as it is, you might get married, she might be the sweetest girl. If you suddenly lose your prospects of being a provider, a strong masculine provider, their feelings for you can change and will change at the drop of a hat. So we're going to take a look at an example as to a situation in which this happened, and this is why you shouldn't overshare with your wife, and also you shouldn't overinvest in your LTR like I made in this other video. I'll put a card up for it above. All right, so let's take a look to see what this story is about. In this Reddit post, the female is 27 years old and the husband is 30 years old. My husband opened up to me about recently losing his job. Instead of feeling supportive, I feel strange and uncomfortable by it. Interesting, right? Here we go. This is an example of females' true nature, regardless as to what they tell you. Oh, I want you to cry in front of me. I want you to share everything with me. Do not overshare. It is guaranteed to make this marriage, this relationship, whatever you're having with this woman, harder. And this is why. My husband has been acting very strange the last 4 days. He's been going in and out every morning like he usually does, but his manner had been different. He'd been seeming much less happy, almost as if he had to force himself to smile and at times overcompensate by forcing an exaggerated happiness. Other than that, he has become quiet and withdrawn, much slower in daily things, and also very distant. His sex drive has disappeared completely, and he just seemed tired always. So here we can see that the guy is genuinely depressed. He's trying to put up a front for her, but something is going on. He's genuinely depressed. I mean, even to the point that even his sex drive is gone. Unless he suspects that she's cheating on him, there's no reason. But the bottom line is that we know, again, with what happens in this story about the guy losing his job, in his mind, he has lost his ability to provide. He has lost that ability to protect and provide for his wife. That's why he's depressed. Let's read on. Yesterday, he sat me down and said he had to tell me something very important. I knew something was up, so I was listening very carefully. He proceeded to explain to me how he had been made redundant at work and no longer had a job there. He described how it had hit him, I guess you meant hit him, like a stack of bricks out of nowhere, and he wasn't expecting it. He said he felt hurt and disappointed in himself incredibly. At this point, he started crying, telling me how he feels he has no strength or motivation to carry on, how he feels weak and useless because of all of this. He seemed very weak from the way he was talking. The reason I laugh while reading this is because I have had multiple girlfriends in my career as a man come to me and tell me, why are you always so distant? I want you to see you cry. I want you to cry in front of me. I want you to share all your feelings with me. I've heard this so many times from so many different ex-girlfriends of mine. And when I was a blue pill beta, I would listen to them. And then I wondered why the relationship went downhill and then blew up in my face, right? But it's funny, again, women are wired to want to be these maternal figures. Oh, you can cry to me, you can tell me everything, but then the second that you do, they're like, oh man, I'm suddenly disgusted by this guy. And this is why you don't overshare, and this is why you don't overinvest. You can, again, your partners could be a family you start a business with, even though that has its own difficulties. It could be a business partner. All these other people you can share your feelings with, but you always have to keep your girlfriend, your wife, at an arm's length because of things like this. All right, let's read on. While crying, he put his head on my shoulder and hugged me for support. But I just gave him a half hug back. I'm not sure why. I know I was meant to say something. I know I was meant to be empathetic. He's my husband. But I couldn't stand the situation. I just wanted to get away from him, right? I knew I should be supportive, but it didn't come naturally to me. I just felt so disgusted and put off by the whole thing, especially the way he was crying, because he was crying like a bitch. I just couldn't find it in me to be supportive at all. Again, women will tell you one thing and they expect you to do the other. That's why you have all the jokes about women expecting you to read their minds, because this is women's nature. they will be supportive, they will hug, they will hold their children. But then when they try to, the way the modern gynocracy feminizes, infantilizes men, in their head, it's like, oh, it sounds like a great idea. I want a guy that's just like me, like a woman, but he's a man. Like the famous meme that I like to post. But then when you actually do act that way, they cannot help their wiring, where like, oh man, this guy can't provide for me. This guy can't support me. This guy's not a man. Again, the idea in their head is that, well, I'm a good person, I'm a maternal figure, but then when you cry to them, they're suddenly disgusted. All right, let's go on. I have no idea what to do. Is this normal for a wife to feel this way? Is it normal that I feel no urge to comfort and show empathy to my husband during this difficult time for him, but instead I just feel grossed out by myself and by him? I feel bad for even feeling this way. This is where modern society lies to both men and women. It lies to women about their nature, and it lies to men about their nature as well. That's why feminism is the blue pill for females. And finally, she wrote a too long didn't read version of the story. My husband revealed to me that he lost his job, came to me for emotional support, opened his heart out to me, and started crying when telling me what happened. Instead of feeling instinctively supportive, I felt disgusted and uncomfortable, and put in a very awkward situation. I'm not sure if it's okay for a wife to feel this way, and I'm not sure what I should do next. And this is why I made 2 videos on the subject. I made the video on don't overinvest in your LTR, because they can and will leave you at any moment. Just look at the divorce rates. They are through the roof at this point with the way society is set up, and there is no shaming women for the most ridiculous behavior. Again, women always have the option to leave, and a lot of times they benefit from leaving you because they take half your stuff. And the other video that I made about not letting yourself get beta-tized. Again, women, they have this nurturing instinct that they think, again, because they're blue-pilled, they think, oh, well, I'm nurturing, so I want to nurture my boyfriend, I want to nurture my husband. But then when you act like a little boy to them, or you start oversharing your feelings, they will get disgusted by you. This is why I recommend to my listeners, form your own tribe of men. Make friends that are like-minded, that they're red-pilled, that understand that you cannot overshare these things. That's why they are willing to help and support you, give you their opinion, give you their advice. Because with women, when you have a girlfriend, when you have a wife, you have to understand that any and everything you say to them can and will be used against you in the long term. I've seen women hold grudges or hold certain slights for years, and then suddenly, out of the blue, you lose your job, you have an accident or something happens, and suddenly they will blow up with something that happened 5, 6, 7 years ago. On the other hand, men who are wired properly, like men, not these beta soy boys you see running around everywhere in society, men, we don't hold grudges. It's just like immediately like, yo, what you're saying is pissing me off, or what's going on here? You're acting weird. We don't hold grudges for the long term when men are proper, because we have so many things going on, so many fires to put out. When you are a man on your purpose, you're trying to make your dent in the world. But with women, nope, they like drama. So they, oh, a slight, oh, he cried like a bitch. Oh, he did something. They will hold it for years and then suddenly bring it back up. Again, think back to any of your old relationships, because yeah, women don't hold grudges, right? And thank you for listening to the video to the end. Let us know what your experience have been with oversharing, telling your women all your feelings. Has that worked out for you? Great. Let us know in the comments below. Do you disagree? Let me know. Also, this channel has been shadow banned. I keep losing subscribers, gaining subscribers, as small as this channel is. And the latest trend that I've noticed is that people keep posting positive comments about my videos, and they just don't show up. I could heart them, I could like them, I could do whatever I could with them, but they just don't show up on my videos. And I have so many positive comments that just don't show up. So you can help against this censorship by liking and subscribing to help this channel grow. Then as this channel grows, I want to build a community of men that actually help and support each other, so that men don't have to cry to their wives when shit hits the fan, because they will have a community of men they can approach and we can help each other out. This is Reese. See you next video, guys. Peace.